welcome back to my channel for another celebrity inspired makeup tutorial. In my tutorial I did that was inspired by Bella Hadid for foxy eyes on round eyes, I showed a picture that I did from a tutorial of Kendall Jenner that I deleted. A lot of you have been asking for the tutorial, and I explained in that video that I just didn't really like how the look turned out. So in that time that I deleted it and many requests came in for a Kendall look, the Kendall and Kylie collection came out from Kylie Cosmetics, and I have not tried Kylie Cosmetics just in general. So I thought it'd be fun to buy the whole collection and then let you guys know what worked for me, what products that I would rebuy from the brand, and also, you know, show you how to get makeup inspired by Kendall Jenner. So if you enjoy this and had fun, you know, becoming a Jenner with me today, make sure you give this a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like it, and let's get into it. I already have my darker wig on and I've applied foundation. Kendall's skin tone in these pictures were a little bit tricky to match, so I did it off camera. And then to start the transformation, I've popped in some brown contacts. I only wear colored contacts for pictures or videos, so I don't really promote them because it's always a risk to put anything in your eye, but let me know if you guys think these ones look natural, because I have worn some pretty bad ones on this channel, and I think these ones are quite good and not distracting, so let me know. And I love this photo shoot. Here's the first look at the packaging for the Kendall Face Stick Trio. The bronzer stick is called Act Natural, and it's a cool taupe shade. It's supposed to bring warmth to the skin. I like my all over bronzer to be a bit warmer than this on my skin tone, and layering the shade too much for like a full snatch contour becomes a bit like ashy and muddy. So I like this on very sheer foundation for a no makeup type of contour. Really great in-person makeup. But if you want to go for more color and more of a snatched Instagram type of look like this photo shoot that I'm trying to recreate, I definitely recommend powder because you can add more depth with less product. So I'm going to show you guys how this blends out because it does look really nice, but since I'm going more extreme, I'm going over it with a powder bronzer. Overall, this product is easy to blend and looks natural on the skin, but for the work it took to blend, I could have got a stronger result with powder in less time, so it definitely depends on what you like. Moving on, I'm adding concealer to highlight my chin, by my nose, under my eyes, and down the sides of my nose, as well as jawline and above the brow. This will help make the contour pop. And here, I tried to build up the bronzer stick one more time, but you can see adding too much product, it did start to look a bit dirty on me. But the second stick is the blush stick in Runaway, a warm rose, and I had better luck with this one. I really love it and I've worn it all week. It's a sheer satin buildable blush that provides immediate natural finish, that's how it's described, and you can use this on the lips as well. I think it has a really nice sheen to it. On camera though, same thing. I am gonna add a similar MAC blush for more of a pop so it like shows more, but I love this for in-person makeup again. So my review is I like the sticks for every day on sheer makeup, but to get the look I'm going for, I brought in more powder. And time for a Kendall inspired nose contour. With a tiny brush, this one's from Charlotte Tilbury, I'm pinching in between the brows for a higher and slimmer nose bridge up top, and I'm using an ashier brown shadow from another palette, and then I'm creating a wider base tapering down in a similar shape to this photo of Kendall. From the shoot, you can really see how her nose is contoured, so I'm replicating that as best as I can on my own shape and blending as I go. This will look funny until the end of the makeup before everything is balancing it out. But I love creating a shadow above the nose tip and then adding some little divots at the tip for more structure, and I even added a bit of shadow under my nose to make it appear slightly longer. I feel like I gotta disclaim this, but I recreate contours for a challenge, for fun. I don't go out with my face contoured as different people. I don't really recommend it for every day at all, but if you do take some of these tips and tricks to snatch your own features with the lighter hand, it can really look good, especially in photography. Finally, the Spotlight Highlight Stick from the trio. This is an icy champagne and I liked it. My all-time favorite highlighter is by Charlotte Tilbury and it's also called Spotlight, and I do prefer the texture of that one, but it is really expensive. So for $42 to get all 3 sticks, I thought this was a pretty good deal, and I'll be using them again, but for more natural over glam looks like I've been saying. And I'm gonna deepen up my brows and try to straighten them a bit. I have wider, thicker brows, so my first attempt got a little messy, but the second brow I used a lighter hand and faded in the front of the brow with a couple small strokes, and then brushed the hair across and then up to give the tail a bit more of a straight Kendall vibe without plucking any of my brows off. I follow Mary Phillips on Instagram, and she's the makeup artist for Kendall a lot of the time and did the makeup for the shoot. So she used the shade Model Energy. I started that on the brow bone. Then I'm assuming Cup of Tea, a matte medium brown, and I used this through my own crease, slightly onto my lid to tone it down because my eyes are quite round and a little more deep set. I really like the lightest shade for like an eraser type of shadow. If you make a bit of a mistake with a slightly darker shadow, you can blend the cream over top and diffuse it, so I'm doing that with the nose contour. Starting to deepen it up with Brunettes Do It Better, which is a matte cool toned brown. Taking this through the inner portion of the lid and crease, and on the outer V, faded upwards into that wing. I read from the post I'm Telling Mom was used, maybe that was under the lash line, but I went with the same Brunettes Do It Better to smoke it out and add that almond shape. I thought the deeper shade might help bring out more of an almond shape to my super round eyes. Overall, the shadows were super easy to work with. I'll show you in a little bit some of the really fun colors quickly to the eye. And to finish off the look, I'm using my all-time favorite eyeliner. Super easy control, especially when creating a very thin line. So as you can see, I've applied it to the very inner corner, and then before I reach the outer corner of the eye, I'm gonna taper it up and out into a wing, leaving a gap to lift the eye upward and outward, and just check out the difference this little step gives. Next product is the translucent blotting powder. This is used for final touch-ups to eliminate the look of shine, and it's pretty cool. It's a velvety gel powder, and you just tap the pad into it and then press it over your skin. It's also great if you have a pesky pimple, like I have a tiny one forming on my cheek, and as soon as I blotted it, it's hard to see because it doesn't pick up the light anymore. One of my favorite mascaras is the Benefit BADgal Bang, and with this glam look, I'm not going to use falsies, but a thin layer of mascara fanning the lashes outwards. And the bottom lashes, I'm pushing them upwards if you can tell. This does give a slight illusion of more foxy-like eyes by bringing the volume up rather than downward, which would just accentuate the roundness and kind of bring the eyes down. I love this makeup look, and before I move on to the lips, I wanted to show 3 of my favorite other shades from the palette. And I'm definitely gonna do another look with these green shades and mix in some browns on Instagram, so follow me if you wanna see more looks with this palette. I think the palette really does capture some of Kendall's most iconic looks, and the bright shades are really pigmented, so I'm impressed by the eyeshadows. And for the lip kit, I surprisingly have never tried a Kylie lip kit, and I'm really obsessed with the shade. It's the Sister Sister Lip Blush Kit. It's a perfect rosy, oh my god, mauve or mauve? Why do I always mess that up? Anyway, for the Kendall inspired lip look, we're gonna create a stronger V shape. I love the texture of this ultra creamy wash of color. Isn't drying and it stays put. It reminds me of one of my favorite K-beauty products that's on screen, but the K-beauty product doesn't dry down, so it transfers, and this one doesn't, which is awesome. And under a mask, I wore it all day, it didn't transfer. And we have 2 more Kendall products. I really love from the collection the Can I Borrow That High Gloss. It's a sheer berry color, very glossy, adds shine without being really sticky, but stays in place and lasts a long time. And in the current state of the world, I mean, gloss isn't the most practical thing with masks, but if you are a gloss girl, then this one is pretty awesome. Final product is the Everything Everywhere Gloss. This is described as a versatile shimmering face gloss that creates high shine for a glass-like effect, and it's probably my least favorite from the collection in terms of like a practical product. But if you're a makeup artist or you're just experimenting with makeup and you're looking for something that you can kind of do more editorial looks to play with, then this one's pretty cool. It has a shimmering copper, hot pink, and rose gold shift to it. And there's the completed Kendall Glam inspired look using the collection. I hope you got some Kendall makeup tips and tricks and a good review. I like never do reviews, so let me know what you thought. And the wig is from Pose Wigs. It's the same one I used in the Aria Montgomery tutorial I did, Bella Hadid tutorial. And yeah, I'm just adding some volume up top, kind of finessing it a bit and adding some hairspray. And it always takes me so long to get a good shot to do like a recreation. That's the completed look, and this awesome top similar to Kendall is from Verge Girl, which is my favorite online site right now.
Walking on fire, trying not to burn my feet. I'm tired of fighting, saying things we don't mean. You know I don't like it.
For my little rundown of my top products from this collection, I kind of already let you know as I was going through the video. I will for sure buy a lip kit again. I love the feel of these products and I'm so late to the game. I did also really love the gloss. It smells amazing, but if you use too much, I do find it drips down. So use this with a light hand, but I love this color combo. The next product that I did really enjoy is the translucent powder, the blotting powder. I think this is great for summer. The middle product for me is the eyeshadow palette because of this texture and the like cream shade. I just know it's gonna get so dirty with my makeup. It won't look that nice very long. But I do love these shades, especially the fun colors. I think this is very Kendall. I love her in green eyeshadow, so I'm excited to wear that more. And then the least favorite products of the collection, the Everything Everywhere gloss, I wouldn't rebuy. It's cool that I have it in my kit because I think it does make really cool like pictures if you really gloss yourself up, but it is pretty sticky and not the most comfortable thing to wear. And then the sticks, I'm just not a huge fan of cream products, as I talked about in the video, so there's nothing wrong with it. If you like cream products, you'll probably really like these, but not for me. And the one I would rebuy was the Runaway blush stick. I thought it was really pretty and had a nice sheen to it. So there's my rundown. I adore the packaging. I so wish that the photo was like printed on the palette. Maybe that would be tacky, I don't know, but I'm just sad that I'm gonna get rid of the boxes that has such beautiful images, so I might keep them. But anyway, hopefully this was helpful, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more like it. I love it when you guys tag me in your photos on Instagram if you try out any tips from these tutorials. I love to feature you, and if you have any requests, be sure to leave them down below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!